Peru, Indiana, is proud of its circus history. At one time, we were the home of every major circus in the United States. The circuses are gone now, but the memories of the days when elephants paraded on these streets have stayed with us. Every year, we celebrate that heritage with a week-long circus festival. Many of the great circus performers who worked out of Peru retired here, and they help train our kids. Almost anywhere you look around town, you'll find training. The kids are amateurs who give up most of their summer to be part of the circus. They're trained by men like Carl Salt, who, in his time, was one of the world's most daring aerial performers.
You'll watch your knees when you roll over.
I was 6 years old when I saw the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and after seeing that, I decided that's what I wanted to do. My mother didn't want me to, so I said, well, if you don't let me go, I'll run off and go, so if you let me go, you know where I'm at. So she decided to let me go. Yeah, I sure liked the circus all right. The experience in it, too.
Looks good.
I've done this for 56 years, and because of his experience, I feel that he's not going to tell me anything that I could do to get hurt or fall.
Yeah, now next trick, be careful. All right, now three swings. 1, 2, hard down. 3, go!
Got its start as a circus town in 1884, when Ben Wallace, who owned a stable here, inherited one blind lion, a trained baboon, and some other flea-bitten animals from a circus which couldn't pay its feed bill. Today, the heart of Peru is our circus building, but basically we're a country town, surrounded by the rich farmlands of central Indiana. In May, even before school is over, some 300 kids from this small community of 15,000 come out for our circus. This is the first meeting between our performers and Vince Dillman, the new head trainer. He's been in college circus at Florida State.
The best thing I could do right now is just give you an idea of my philosophy of circus. Now, circus is by nature a semi-hazardous activity, but it is not any more hazardous than the football team. Now, one of the most important things that you can learn in any act that I teach, and one of the things you'll have to learn, is how to miss any trick that you do. People who end up at the end of 7 weeks able to work and act are going to be the ones, not so much who have a natural talent, but the ones who can follow directions, the ones who have the desire to come out here every day, always be here when they're supposed to practice and work. Natural talent always helps, but these other things are more important. We'll teach you some tricks that you've probably never even seen before, some tricks that professionals don't do, and some acts that professionals don't do. This high casting act I'm going to try to put in, it's a little bit dangerous if you're not careful, and it's physically the hardest act that can be done in circus. Height, but you just didn't turn. If you had the height, you can't turn a somersault and look at the catcher the whole time. Pick your legs up and look around with your head. You didn't do that, did you? I told you come straight up.
Vince once performed in high casting. People here teach what they know. Our expert on tumbling, for example, is Colin Murphy. He learned it right here in the 8 years he's been a performer.
Just tuck your head down and roll in a straight line. Try it. There you go. Now try a back roll. Okay, Jim. Now try it again.
Okay.
That's Jeff Hoover, learning a backflip.
When you come back, you look at me.
And that's his dad,
Come
Jim,
straight back.
who's a catcher for our flying trapeze.
Flying, you're throwing it sideways. Use me as a guide as you come back.
All right.
Jim's an electrician by trade.
Now you're looking over your shoulder. Look straight back at me.
Whenever you're hanging from a trapeze, you put your hands on it like this, and you wrap your thumbs like this. Can you see how I'm wrapping thumbs? Everybody see the thumbs? All right, you always want to wrap. The only people who ever hang with their thumbs on the top of the bar are flyers. And they make a hook out of their hands like this. They don't want to have to unwrap their thumbs and let go. They want to come off fast. And when they come back, they don't want to break their thumbs, so they come back with their thumbs over the top. But they're the only ones who have to hold on like that. All the rest of you, you want to be solid on the bar. You hold on like this. Go ahead, Laurie. Good. Wrap your thumbs. Move your hands a little further apart. It'll be easier. Okay. Now. There you go. You're coming close. Okay. Now, hook your legs over there. Now, point your toes. You want to point it like I showed you down here. Okay, now let go with your hands. Okay, come up and grab the trap. Wrap your thumbs again. Point your toes, feet together, drop. All right, now the rest of you, the reason why you always point your toes when you're hanging by your legs, and that is not just because it looks better, there's a practical reason for it. And that is when your toes are pointed, this muscle in the back of your leg makes a little ball, and it's hard for a trap to slip over it. Point your toe and feel the muscle in the back of your leg. Now, if you have your toes hooked like you want to hang, all this muscle back here is flat. And it's easy to just slide right off the bar. You'll hear me say, point your toes all summer long.
For a number of weeks now, even before Vince arrived in town, 12-year-old Susie Ryan has been working with her trainer, Willie Wilno.
No swinging.
Willie was once world famous as a human cannonball.
Arms out.
Susie's partner is Dan Spandau, who's 14.
Be careful on this one. You're not going anywhere. Just take your sweet time.
My trainer is a very good teacher, and he's patient. We know when he's mad because he says very funny words in German.
Das ist nicht gut. That's sauerkraut right there. Your trapeze going sideways. It's turning. Your foot has to come straight up, not sideways. All right, together. Up. Lift it. Yeah, this is better. Das ist gut.
Mr. Wilmo has scrapbooks, and he tells us what he used to do and how he was shot out of a cannon.
I'm leaving the mouth of the cannon at least 100 miles an hour. The lift up was so great that I blacked out at all times when I was shot. They are very lucky to have professionals around here. Otherwise, in my estimation, it would be impossible to put a circus together within 8 weeks.
And now, featuring in the center ring, the fabulous Van Ryan Double Trapeze, featuring Dan Spandau and Susie Ryan.
I like being up high. It's lots of fun because when you look down, it just looks real far down. My mom's eyeballs are sticking out. She's just looking at, she never blinks her eyes.
When Susie's up there in the air, I'm scared. Scared to death the whole time. My stomach is in knots. They're still just kids. They still can slip and they still can fall.
scariest part of my act with Dan is the toe hang, and people are staring at you, and they go, and it just scares me. The people scare me more than the trick.
Rehearsal for the circus involves almost every family in Peru. Instead of swing sets, we have trapezes in our backyard. Even housewives with no prior circus connections take on some of the responsibility for training.
Can anyone smile? Smile, flowers. Wave at them, ding-a-ling. Wave at the audience like they're all your mothers and dads. Ding-a-ling. Mom and Dad's over there. Let's wave at them. Okay, now, Timmy, I want you to take your hat off now and wave at your mom and dad. They're over there at that place, you know? That's the audience.
I can't see them.
Well, you better look.
Our circus band includes Don Grubbs, the city editor of the Peru Tribune. Jim Sampson, the bass player, is a factory foreman. Charlie Grote, on clarinet, is in the restaurant business. And band leader Tom Guston teaches music at the junior high school. It takes all kinds of skills to put a show together.
Come up and they reach a position.
Tom Hygini was once Sir Oliver Bolivar in professional circus, doing tricks from the back of a moving horse. Incidentally, Tom now runs a camera shop here in town.
Like this. Now, main thing is to get a good clean bounce. Then later on, you'll start getting into stuff. Well, that's how you blow them. I mean, you just don't exactly do them like that. And if you do, why, try and get up and get out of it the best way you can. But when you blow it, you might as well smile, because it's done then.
Kathy Hoover, at 11, is a veteran of our circus. She starred in last year's show.
I was 6 years old when I first performed in the circus. My dad started me. He saw some of the tricks and just started me out because he thought it would be a good thing to do.
You've got to smile. The house is your audience, so a big smile.
Just as soon as it warms up and we can work out, why, we set the trapeze up out in the backyard and we start working.
You're the one that's got to sell the act. You got to smile. That's what sells it.
I never knew I had to sell it. When a circus movie is on, I'll sneak down from my bed when I have to go to bed, and I'll look at the TV and see some tricks that they do, and then I'll go out of my trap and do them.
She's good at that. She surprises me quite often with these little things that she picks up from watching different people on TV.
Okay, try your toes. Okay. Place them firm, place them firm. Atta girl. Can you take one off? Huh?
Not used to that yet.
Okay.
That's better. Much better. Feet back, lift. Now you're looking better. Okay.
This year we have 3 new flyers, and the new kids have to learn the feel of flying through the air, building up their muscles, their arm muscles, their grip, learning how to swing on a bar. And these are basically the things that we try to teach them before we go up high in the air with the flying rig.
Okay. Now, grab the bar.
All right, I've got you.
Okay.
You hang on to the bar. This time, when you drop off when I call it, or you're going to get hurt, okay?
Okay.
Grab the bar. Okay. Get your legs off the bar. There you go. All right, now, beat your legs back and lift. That a girl. Throw them out in front. Back. No, too early. Okay, now, at your height, drop. Now. That a girl. Okay. You've been here before. Show them how to do it. Okay. Arch a little higher. Pump hard. Throw them legs up high. Shoot up there.
I just feel great when Kathy's up there.
Way up. Atta girl.
When she got her arm hurt and it put her out of the show, I was heartsick.
I was on a balancing pole and I slipped and I fell. And the next thing I knew I was up in the hospital and the doctor said I couldn't use my arm for 6 weeks. And it just made me so disgusted.
First, I want to tell you, Kathy, that this is not the happiest job I ever did because I'm sure so sorry that you got your arm hurt.
A former circus painter, who's now our circus historian, Art Johns decided to help cheer up Kathy.
The circus used to come home after traveling all summer, and the wagons would need all kind of work on them. So they would come into the winter quarters out here east of Peru, and it was known as the Hagenbeck-Wallace Winter Quarters.
The winter quarters was a great place. I mean, the buildings out there were enormous. They housed 30 and 40 elephants and 3 hippopotamus. Now this is all in one barn with hyenas and all kind of animals. They were, I'd say 40 or 50 lions and tigers and leopards and pumas and all kind of cat animals. You see camels out on the hills and a field full of zebras. When Peru had 6 great circuses in this town, I did the gold leaf on the cages. If it was a hippopotamus in the wagon, you'd paint a big picture of a blood-sweating hippopotamus. Or if it was lions and tigers, you'd paint lions and tigers on the side of it. And then the name of the show went on a sideboard up on top.
Kathy, now that's the way we used to take and fix up every little corner of a circus wagon. And now you want me to sign my name on this, Kathy?
Yes,
If you do, all right, I'll just put it right here.
Thank you so much, Art.
Let's go. Run. Lift up. That's it. Swing.
Practice started in May. Now it's the middle of June, and training becomes more demanding. The show is less than a month away.
Okay, the next victim. Very good.
When you have a low swing in the hands like that, it's all up to you to get them back. Right. Okay, Diane, I want you to try a straight jump. You fall into the mat, you want to land on your side or on your back. Don't land standing up if you can help it. Don't land on your hands. Right.
The act is called low casting. Kids often graduate from it to the flying trapeze.
Okay, get ready for the half turn quicker so that you can get off and get pressed sooner. Okay. One of the most difficult things to do when you teach a circus act is to explain to a person who has not done something before what it should feel like for them to do it. In my case, I've worked many of these acts, and I've done enough of the tricks so that I can tell them what it felt like for me, and they can try to get the same feeling when they do it themselves. Circus as an amateur activity is exactly like any kind of education where you get exactly out of it what you put into it. Okay, now the stage is... I would not recommend anybody trying to learn any circus act on their own, because they might get seriously hurt.
Stop. All 4 of you stop. Put your foot on your kneecap. See how Debbie's is? Put it on the kneecap, not above or below or something, like so many of you do.
The Anchors Act is new this year. It's trained by Nancy McGuire, who performed in our first community circuses, and by Betty Hagini. Betty is Tom Hagini's wife.
Girls, watch what Christy does. Remember, everything is as graceful as a swan. No, not kidding.
And no giggles. Swans don't giggle. See how she's staying real smooth and so graceful and looks so pretty. If you'd all do that, it would look 100% better. So when we tell you to smile and to style, it's important because it makes half the trick.
Make sure you get a hold of it.
3 teams are involved in Quartet Adagio. This is 10-year-old April Carden.
Okay, at least you got out there and caught it. Doesn't make any difference if you make a mistake once in a while, as long as you catch it. Turn around, style to the audience.
Stephanie Stahlberger is trying the difficult backflip. She's only 11.
Okay. You got to look right up at the audience and style and smile, look happy.
Our youngest featured performer, 6-year-old Elaine Garland.
You've got a spotter in the back in case they go over too far now. All right, good, good, good. Okay, pirouette. Okay, try to throw up evenly.
Okay.
Get it down fast now. And then you come out in style. Don't forget to come out in style. All right, fine.
The flying trapeze, the most challenging act in the circus. That's Jackie Ryan, Susie's brother. He's trying out for flying for the first time this year.
It wasn't too bad.
Competing for the girls' place in the flying trapeze are Debbie Gehring, 15, and her sister Jenny, 13. Only one will make the act.
I think Jenny would feel pretty bad if she didn't make it and I made it, and I would have the same feeling too. When I'm up there, the net looks like it's an inch away from the ground. Then when you finally swing out and you let go, it seems like if I'm going to hit that net, I'm going to just plop all over the ground, you know. I can imagine myself just flat.
Take over.
If you want to just look at that one, stay looking down towards the net on that because the catcher's going to be underneath you.
And when I'm looking down and I come towards the catcher, I'll see the catcher and I'm looking down?
You don't let go of the bar when you see the catcher.
Yeah. Okay.
The Flyers are a close-knit group. They often meet in the evening to discuss practice, and the whole town roots for them.
Okay, let's stay out there. We got any more spotters around?
Our most experienced flyer is Joe Kelly, who's from a circus family. His grandfather is Emmett Kelly, the famous clown.
I guess I got my flying abilities from my grandmother's side, and we do have about 7 flyers in our family tree. I've only flown to one catcher, and that's Mr. Jim Hoover, and we've had some very close catches on all sorts of different tricks. We've caught them by the elbows and slid down. We've caught them by fingertips and worked from there, and there's no other catcher I would trust.
I think Joe Kelly is an exceptionally good flyer. He's not scared of any trick. Sometimes he just scares me.
The most difficult trick in our circus is the double somersault. Joe has been trying it for 2 years, but has never made it.
Good time. The last couple you missed because you were breaking out into the net. You already decided you weren't going to catch the trick before you even got around. You've got enough height, enough spin, enough power to throw triples. But you'll never do it in a million years if you let yourself get all psyched out every time you do something wrong on a double.
Well, I just got to think about that.
Well, that's just the way it is. You just can't go that way.
Teaching to throw triples. As far as my hands and everything, it's really kind of hard because I'm, thinking about a zillion things.
Well, it's hard because you threw them to the net for 2 years. For a year.
Yeah.
Because you knew that by the time you got halfway through last year, you knew you weren't going to catch any doubles.
Right.
And you just started going to the net.
So you're saying that it's more like a barrier in my mind?
Right. One more try. Let's catch this one, Joe. Do some work in the B spot. You've got to be full, and you got to get into a tight tuck. We're going to do one more, Jim. Are you all right? Okay. Please be silent for the double somersault. Good time.
That's what Joe used to catch his double last night. He got a good grip. Did he catch it? He caught two of them.
Both of them.
Two in a row. Oh, Jeff, hey. Two in a row?
Sandy Ferguson is the granddaughter of Clyde Beatty, who was one of America's great animal trainers. Sandy wanted to work an animal act this year, but settled for Rolling Globe.
Style, Stolberger. Lower this hand and then just stick your foot on top of that. But the first time you don't arch your whip in on that web, you're never...
Stacy Hartleroad is 15. Last year, she was an outstanding performer on web. This year, she's teaching the act.
Stolberger, put your whole foot on. That's better. Go. It's a long time hanging up there. Keep arch, Stolberger. Look at your web. Okay, slow him down. Okay. Down, upside down. Judge your distance. Come on down a little bit farther. You gotta learn to judge your distance for that, too. All right, Stolberger, you're okay. I'm never falling too. No! I do fall. You know it.
If you fall, I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
Colin Murphy began in the circus as a 10-year-old. Now, at 18, he's both a performer and a trainer. And the younger kids really look up to him.
I started in the circus as one of the three little pigs. I had a big papier-mâché head that fit over my own head, and I got to carry the brick. I was a smart little pig. Sometimes after practice, when it's a real hot day, usually on a Saturday, we'll haul ourselves out to a swimming hole.
Walking on a wire way up in the air, giving all the audience a terrible stare. They all grip their seats as I begin to sway. Crowds are my companions, danger is my way. I love the life I'm leading, there's a new thrill every day. Revolving on the shoot-through, round and round. Think about falling and you'll hit the ground. The little gal's counting on me, but that's okay. Crowds are my companions, danger is my way. I love the life I'm leading, there's a new thrill every day.
a week before the circus, there's much to be done. The ladies try to keep the trainers out of wardrobe. Otherwise, they'd never complete the costumes, they say. The flyers take care of the net themselves. By this time, they've come to know it pretty well. And all of the kids pitch in to help spread sawdust. We're getting pretty close to showtime now.
Now, first of all, let me say that this is a non-dress rehearsal. We're going through the whole show if we can. It might run as late as 12:01. I'd like to get out of here by about 11. I doubt if we will. It would be nice.
We don't have a dress rehearsal. Something might happen to the costumes. So this rough run-through is our last rehearsal before the circus, and everyone is uptight.
Willie said he wanted them put in the second one.
Where's Willie? Willie?
I told you that a million times. Leave her low.
Guide off tight and get rid of it. Come on now, you gotta help put that high wire up. You've only got 2 minutes to get a high wire up.
And remember, all the way and smile, even if it hurts.
That's it. Stand up and smile. Hurry up. Same thing. All right? Okay, Colin, you're going to wear shoes in the show, right?
I've got them. I just didn't wear them tonight because they were pinned out my costume.
As soon as you can grab him, he'll take you. All right. Go ahead, officer. Okay, come on down. Step down. Caught. There you go.
It's caught.
Okay, hey. That's fine. Listen. Okay, now go back to the other ones and just, come on, that's it. Pick them up. Quick, it's gonna fall. You better hurry. See if you can do 5 at a time. That's good. Now all you've got to do, Teresa, is when they say go, you jump as far as you can out. If you jump up, you won't help them. If you jump down, you won't help them. You jump straight out, try to get up there on that bar up there, and gravity will take you down. You don't worry about getting down. You just jump straight out. Let's see how far you can leap now, Teresa.
Swing him!
Good start swinging. Looks real nice, Tom. It really looks good all the time.
Down at the other end, you're too fast. You're too early.
Hey, Tom, you'll have to tell them how to hang the anchors. See how they've got them hanging?
Oh. Ready there? One, pull up. Swinger. This trick is not going to be high because it cuts the swing down if she's too high. Well, you make a monkey out of yourself. Okay, down. Everything down. Yeah, what happened when you got no practice? They didn't practice for 3 days. Couldn't get in the ring.
Okay, we still need a light on the catcher. He's got no way to see what's going on. Relax, don't take such a big pike and then beat back full.
Right.
Okay.
Rough run through this year was just that, really rough. And first performance, days away.
It sure was a disgrace.
The girls who were nominated, Lisa Downey.
The performers have nominated their choices for King and Queen of the Circus.
Sue Ryan. Kathy Hoover. Debbie Gehring.
There'll be no electioneering, but there will be a secret ballot. And the winners, this year's King and Queen, will preside over 1 matinee and 6 evening performances.
Boys, Colin Murphy. Joe Kelly.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, the King and Queen of the festival, Kathy Hoover and Joe Kelly. Your King and Queen, ladies and gentlemen. In all 3 rings, the neck loop, trained by W.W. Wilno. In the center ring, high casting.
circus clowns. We have clowns of all ages, from 6 years old. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we even have a great-great-grandmother. The clowns are here. Peru Circus Flyers. Joe Kelly, John Bryan, Jenny Gehring, and catcher Jim Hoover. Ladies and gentlemen, the Flying Trapeze. And now, Joe Kelly will attempt a double somersault. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very difficult feat, one that he has never accomplished during a performance. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Kelly will try the double again.
for 8 years in this show. Going on, this is the 9th one. And believe me, I say it from my heart, you kids are the greatest.
If I live to be 120 years old, I'll see every circus from now on.